Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is Sir Camelock, my Xtreme one-chunk ironman. After finally escaping the prison that was 99 smithing last episode, I can finally put that grind in the rearview mirror and focus ahead, which is exactly what I did. I rolled the chunk I wanted the most, the ranging guild. This means I absolutely spooned with the best item unlock I could have gotten from absolutely any roll. The ranging cape's passive is an Avers accumulator. This is probably the only way to get the ammo saving passive on a chunk man, alongside not having to pick up any bolts or arrows during long grinds in the future like black dragons or jad runs. I am still so stoked about this unlock, although the roll did come with a 200-hour grind in the form of 84 crafting. The ranging guild has a tanner inside, meaning the black dragonhide I got from magpie implants now needs to be processed into a black dragonhide body. So without further ado, let's get that grind done, and I actually discovered a pretty brutal hidden grind in this chunk, so let's go see what all of that's about, shall we? Starting today's video off, continuing to pickpocket stalls, 4 gems, 4 crafting XP. There is level 68 crafting to start. I really don't like gem stalls, so I'm going to do it to at least 99 thieving, but I might stop after that. There is 69 crafting. I honestly find flax to linen wool a lot more chill. So I think I might do this all the way to 84 crafting. And obviously I just had to show you the number. It's been a while since we've had one of those. Feels good, man. And the big 70 coming in as well. Very, very nice. Like I was doing with my smithing, I'm going to be going ahead and doing as many Ent events while doing this as possible. So I'm going to be in a forestry world while spinning the linen wool. Then every single time an Ent event spawns, it's just going to give me some extra god eggs. Those eggs can then be used for the evil chicken outfit in the future, whenever that might happen. Might as well get as much towards it as possible and prepare for the future. So I'm still getting 2 birds 1 stone by doing this method, even dropping the linen wool, because I'm getting these god eggs. I know the gems are technically a little bit more useful and it's around the same experience an hour. It's just for the mental, man. I really just don't like gem stalls at all, so I'm just going to do them a little bit, but not that much. And we play RuneScape for fun, right? I know this game mode doesn't sound fun for a lot of people, but I genuinely enjoy it. And if there's an easier and more fun method for me to do, I'm going to do that one, right? Although, speaking of gem stalls, we're back here for a little bit, and guess what time it is? Yep, 99 thieving has been obtained. Feels good, man. While I was chilling and waiting to hop worlds, I actually found it pretty useful to start making some bolt tips, so that was quite nice. I've got a decent amount of bolt tips in the bank of all different gems now. Another 99 down and 1,700 total level on the chunk man is a very satisfying day. My stats have come a long way. There's just something very fitting about getting a beekeeper random event in the flax field. Gonna put that lamp on Slayer as always, but honestly that 9 noted flax might not even be worth keeping while I'm in the flax field, right? That's funny. Level 73 crafting coming in. I've still got a long way to go for 84, but 13k experience an hour. It's semi-AFK. It's not too terrible. Probably by the time I'm like 80 crafting, I'll be hating it though. There's one more method that I need to test, and that's the method Josh and Gaming has been using of making coifs by killing cows and then tanning the hide. I don't think it's going to be better than doing the flax to linen wool, but I might as well give it a try. That meant that I had to come to get some baby implants to get some needle and thread. So I'm going to do that for like half an hour and see how much needle and thread it gives me. I got 38 thread and 38 needles. One piece of thread is 5 coifs, so this is like not that many coifs. It's under 200 coifs worth of thread in half an hour. So this is already telling me that the experience now is probably not going to be high enough. But I grabbed my needle, my thread, and some coins, and I took it to the cow pen. I know range is quicker than melee, but I figured if I was going to do this method, maybe I could get some combat XP at the same time, and my melee combats are rather low compared to my magic and range being 99. So if I could get some melee levels, that would be useful as a byproduct of this grind. Just killing some cows and then picking up all the cowhide, and we'll see how much experience this is going to give me. It's kind of funny that you make soft leather instead of hard leather, and you get more XP from the soft leather by making coifs. But as you can see, I'm getting 37 XP a coif, and obviously it takes me all the time to kill the cows, and then the time to go to the ranging guild, and obviously the time back I can make the coifs, so that's kind of lossless. But it's only a bit over 2 times the experience of 1 flax to linen wool, and that's infinitely quicker. I'm easily making like 4 linen wool for the 1 coif here in terms of time, and that's not even including the time I would have to spend at Implins to get the thread. So then I'm making like 8 linen wool for every one. Like, it's just going to be crazy to do this method over the linen wool. I didn't think flax was going to be my best method, but it kinda is, which is just mental to me. As a big Lego fan myself, I have always wondered what RuneScape Lego would look like. Well, now I don't have to wonder anymore. My friend started an old school RuneScape Lego store 2 years ago with tons of really cool builds using 100% legit official Lego bricks. They even have an ex-Lego designer who comes up with the intricate designs they offer, which is pretty cool. OSRS bricks are your go-to people if you want to obtain some old school RuneScape Lego for yourselves. I personally got one to build, and I had a great time constructing it, and I'm super pleased with the final product. The Slayer helm looks absolutely amazing. If you want to check out old school RuneScape bricks, simply click the link in the description and use code Maikeru at checkout to get 10% off your order for the next few days only. After that, you'll still get 5% off forever with my code. Every single purchase not only gives you some awesome Lego to build, it directly supports me and the small business my friend has created. Thank you so much. Let's get back to the video. It's so funny to me when you see a random main account picking up your linen wool that you're dropping. It's worth like 10 GP each, and they like follow my whole path of where I drop them back to the flax field, and they pick them all up. You can see this person just picking up every single one running. It's so funny to me. I guess it's just a little cute noob moment, but yeah, it's fun. There actually was one more thing that I didn't even think about, and that was these pheasant tail feathers from forestry. Just making some of the outfit pieces gives you XP, but sadly it's only 15 crafting XP no matter what piece you make. So it's pretty much the same as a linen wool, which is just so low. I don't know why it's just such a low XP, but whatever. I made some capes just because it was some free experience, but yeah, that's about it. 78 crafting coming in. That is definitely getting there. I am officially a little tiny bit over halfway there. I've obviously been pickpocketing Master Farmers a bunch. I've been trying to do my herb runs as much as physically possible because I'm really trying to stack up as many herbs as I can for that dreaded herb lore roll in the future, which I'm only 2 chunk rolls away from. So it could even be the next roll that will give me it. I didn't want to bore you guys with a million crafting levels, so I just skipped straight to 80 crafting right there. 4 more to go. Ah, there it is in the inventory. I was wondering when this was going to show up. The toy mouse. Look at that. So for you guys that are wondering, 1, how the heck did I get a toy mouse? And 2, what does that mean for the account? Well, this is the hidden grind inside my chunk that I have unlocked. You can wind up, release, and pick up a toy mouse to get repeatable agility XP. Look at that. Free XP per pickup. That means I now have a way to finally train agility. All of my levels so far until now have just been with lamps. I was waiting until I unlocked an official way to train agility instead of just lamping it all the way to the Seers course. I thought it was a bit more fun to actually unlock agility. And it's actually kind of cool how this little toy mouse was the way that we unlocked agility. So you see, unlocking the range guild obviously gave us the Avers accumulator in our ranging cape like we said. But everyone knows the Avers accumulator generates a bunch of random stuff in your inventory, mostly being still arrows, and that then just leads to the majority of the player base turning off that effect completely of the Avers accumulator generating you items. Well, out of these items that it can generate, obviously there's the steel arrows that it generates the majority of the time. It can also generate steel darts, steel knives, even a steel bar, iron ore, and guess what? It can generate a toy mouse with a 1 in 2,000 chance. So this toy mouse that I now own was generated with the ranging cape. Probably the only time anyone in the game has ever done agility with a toy mouse from the Aver's Accumulator's passive. But this is officially now unlocked agility for me, which is hilarious. I wanted a fun way to unlock agility, which is why I didn't lamp it all the way, and this is one really fun way of unlocking it. So now it's time that I just, wind up the mouse, drop it down, pick it up a bunch of times to get my last level needed for the Seers Village rooftop course. I have lamped my way to 54 agility, and I can do Seers Village at 55. This is because I have a bunch of summer pies in the bank, and I can infinitely make them, so that gives me a +5 agility boost. This then entails a new grind on the account. I now need to get 90 agility to do the RD rooftop course. Obviously, I do have those summer pies, so that takes it down to 85. So doing the Seers Village course at 55 all the way to 85 is the new random goal in the chunk because of a toy mouse. I'm actually kind of excited for this grind because it will be decent experience an hour for like the first time ever. And honestly, I don't mind agility. It might be a hot take, but rooftop agility is kind of chill and I like it. There is 55 agility from the toy mouse. That means I can boost with a summer's pie to 60 to do Seers Village rooftop. Alright, let's take a bite of this summer pie and start our first ever agility lap on the account. Oh, this feels awesome. This is probably one of the best methods I've ever had to train a skill as well. I think it starts off with the fouls being fairly often at like 35k experience an hour, and then by the time that I stop failing, it's around 45k experience an hour just running it constantly, which is pretty good for my account. 45k experience an hour is quite rare on an extreme chunk, man. The first few levels will be a little bit annoying because I'm going to have to continuously boost to do the course, but once I'm 60, it will be smooth sailing. And there is 60 agility. Or now I don't have to use pies to boost to actually do the obstacles, but I think I'll still use pies just to boost my success chance and my experience an hour a bit. Now that I don't have to continuously boost and really concentrate on that, I can do some multi-skilling with agility. One of the reasons why I like agility so much is the multi-skill aspect of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and feather all of the bolts that I made with the 99 smithing grind. And then I also can even tip them. I can alch a bunch of things. I've got a lot of stuff I can do while running this course. I've started actually cutting gems while running the course because the bank's right there as well. So I can just get more gems whenever I need to. So it doesn't really cut into my experience an hour much. And I can cut the last of the tips that I need that I didn't cut during the thieving grind. And then use those tips on the bolts to then even make the tipped versions ready for maybe if I do fight caves in the future, if I roll the volcano, etc. Just preparing everything that I can for the future of this account while working on current goals. It's always nice to double dip and be efficient whenever I can. It's not often I can be efficient on this account, so whenever I can, I'm definitely going to be as efficient as possible. There we are. For now, 2,300 diamond bolts and 1,900 ruby bolts in the bank, alongside just the normal rune bolts as well. So it's time to get alching, I guess. I only have 126 nature runes, so I'll alch a bunch of things, and then I'm going to have to go back somewhere that I didn't think I was going to go for a long time, but it will only be for a short period this time, so it's okay. Obviously, I meant the nature rune chest. I really did not expect to be back here so soon, but I'm only here for a few hours, get, you know, like 500 nature runes or something, and then I can alch the rest of the stuff in my inventory while doing agility laps, and then I'm a happy boy, right? But so far, I've already got 800k just from alching while doing agility, and when I alch the rest of this, it should be like nearly 2 million items or something, so that's extra money for the account, so that's always good. You can never have too much money. There's 500 nature runes. It took me like 2 and a bit hours, so we weren't here for long. Let's get back to agility, shall we? It just feels so satisfying to do alch agility on a chunk, man. Like, I'm actually doing something that's efficient, man. It feels good. It feels like I'm actually playing the game like a normal account. I never get this feeling on this account. It's obviously super fun to play the account in a weird way that no one else is ever gonna do. But when you get to play the account like a normal account, that's rarer than playing it like a crazy human, right? So I get to experience this and have fun with this for once. It's just cool. It is genuinely exciting. There is 65 agility. Nice. 20 levels to go. I got 2.4 million gold from high alching all of those items. I'm very happy with that. Adding that to my current cash stack in the bank, I have over 14 mil now. That'll be useful for future grinds that are going to need GP, especially if I end up rolling like bagged plants or something for construction. I'm going to need a lot of GP for that. I missed the pop-up for this one. Just pretend it was there the whole time. There we go. Oh, wait. Yes, there we go. It's the number, boys. Good, good. I definitely didn't miss that. Nope, nope. And 70 agility coming in as well, alongside 1725 total level. I'll be nearly 1750 total level by the end of this chunk, which honestly for an extreme chunker is quite a high total level when you can consider that I don't even have 4 skills unlocked yet. So we're doing pretty good. One small step for man, 1000th leap for this account, 1000 laps done. Probably going to need a bit over 5,000 laps by the end of this, so, you know, we're like 20% of the way there. I've been doing my farm runs like super often on this account whenever possible between my agility runs and my crafting. I plant absolutely everything except for Marintils because unicorn horns are just not very good to get. I only have like 2 unicorns in my chunk and then I'd have to keep hopping for them, etc. It's just not worth it. 75 agility coming in, 10 to go. This is going pretty quick, honestly. We're at about 40k experience an hour now. And yeah, by the end of the grind, when I've completely stopped failing, it'll be 45k an hour at like 80, I think, to 85. So pretty good. These levels are obviously getting less and less common, but 58 Slayer with that lamp. Pretty big level for most accounts that would unlock a black mask, but for me, that is just another lamp to level at the moment. If I unlock the Frenetic Slayer Cave, I get quite a lot of Slayer creatures, which would be cool though. Not that far from my chunks. Haven't shown a Quizmaster random in literally forever, so I figured I'd show this one. Let's see what we do get. A diamond. It's better than an old boot, I'll take it. Climbing up this wall, 80 agility. It's definitely getting a bit longer to level. I am getting good experience an hour. I'm getting about 45k an hour right now, which is obviously high for my account, but a normal account, they would have been done with Seers 10 levels ago, and I've still got 5 more to go. So it's obviously still slower than a normal account, but fast for my account. 82 agility. 4,000 laps down. I actually feel pretty close to being done now. From 55 to 85 agility, it's gonna be about 80 hours. It's so weird when I get randoms on the agility course, they follow me onto this tightrope and I can never click them. It's so annoying. I have to jump over onto this next bit to then be able to click them. A bad mysterious old man random, but still, it's just weird. 84. And the last level, 85 agility. The random unlock of a skill in this chunk with a damn toy mouse is done. Time to eat the summer pie again, jump up onto the rooftop course in Ardougne and complete a lap here for my chunk task. Obviously, I've had the Ardougne Market Square for a while, I just haven't had agility unlocked, so as soon as I unlocked agility, I was always going to need to get to 85 to boost to get this level 90 course done. And there it is. I've completed an elite task in Ardougne, and I have 1 lap count. If I ever need to do any more agility in the future, at least this is a very good competitive experience an hour course. Figured I'd show you guys the herbs that I have banked, as I've been keeping up my farm runs religiously. I have about 82 herb lore banked. Obviously, I don't have quite all of the secondaries for them, but I do have a decent amount of the secondaries, especially the limpwort roots, the snape grass, stuff like that. They are really, really useful. Then I've got a bunch of nests, all that jazz. It's only going to be a handful of things I'm actually going to need to get. And some of them are just going to be absolutely free secondaries in terms of time. I can get Infinite Eyes of Newt from the Herblore store, and that will do 2 different herbs, both Irits and Guams. Then I can get like Infinite Chocolate as well from Ardougne, which would do the Harrowlanders. So I have a lot of the secondaries done. I had a couple of comments on my previous video when I said I had 80 banked, that I don't actually have 80 banked. But I have a lot of the secondaries. I really do have a lot of XP banked, thankfully. I think the only main one that I can't really do is white berries. Everything else, I can. Back we go to the crafting grind after taking a break for agility. Spinning the good old linen wool, there is 81 crafting. 82 crafting, that's a pretty big level because I can now craft black dragonhide chaps, and I have some black dragonhide in the bank that I can use to get a bunch of XP towards 84. The trip between the ranging guild and the bank isn't bad. I don't have the chunk unlocked that would make it a little bit faster, so I do have to run around the Yews and the church in Seers to get to the ranging guild. But honestly, it's only a few extra seconds every time. Although the black dragonhide is very, very heavy, so running back and forth is going to be a bit annoying. I'm going to continuously run out of run energy because I weigh like 70 kilograms. It makes sense that dragonhide is going to be weighty though. But we're just going to keep doing these trips back and forth to the ranging guild and tanning the black dragonhide into black dragon leather, making the chaps on the way back to the bank and rinsing and repeating. I do need to make sure that I save at least 3 black dragon leather for level 84 so I can actually craft the black dragon hide body for the chunk task though. I can't use absolutely all of it, so I'm going to keep 3 in the bank. One thing that I am actually going to start doing though, which I have never done on this account before, is starting to use some stamina potions. I have 54 in the bank here, and they've been sitting in my bank for a long time. Now is a good time as any to use them, right? My run depletes so slowly with these. It feels so good to be able to use a stamina potion. I had no other grind that I really needed a stamina potion for. So because I'm continuously running like 24/7 with this grind, I might as well use them. I'm not going to need to use too many. I'm only going to need to do this for like an hour and a half with the stamina potions. I can probably just go ahead and use like 10 or so stamina potions and then just walk the last little bit of it. I do want to keep a decent amount of stams just for future grinds and, you know, play our own house and stuff like that. But I also have plenty of tourstools that I can use in the future for more stams, so it's not the end of the world. It definitely feels so satisfying to use, and multiple grinds in this chunk for this account have felt very, very efficient, which is just awesome. Finishing out the last of level 83 at the spinning wheel, there it is. I got like 3/4 of a level with all the black dragonhide I had, which was really great, especially with these levels being quite long now. So one more level to go for 84, and I think that's going to take me about 25 hours and I'm done. It's definitely getting to the point at the end of this grind where I'm not enjoying this whatsoever. I don't mind doing the flax, but it's like in that middle ground of not being AFK, but also being AFK. I much preferred the agility because it was fully active and my mind was stimulated enough to make it pretty chill. I could watch something on the second monitor while just clicking the rooftops. With this one, it's like I get 50 seconds of AFK spinning the flax, and then I have to run back, pick up a bunch more flax, and be fully active for another like minute, and then run back and AFK again. So it's like a minute on, a minute off, and it just isn't engaging enough to make my brain focus. Not the best grind whatsoever. 84 crafting. I can now craft a black dragon hide body. That's what we wanted to see. And using the needle on the black dragon leather, there is the black dragonhide body made and chunk task completed. Because of all of this grinding in the forestry world, I now have nearly 200 god eggs, which will help a lot for when I eventually one day have to go for the evil chicken outfit. So whenever I can do the multi-skilling in a forestry world, I will, just to get these eggs built up over time. The last thing I had to do was continue the fishing contest quest, because the Ranging Guild chunk has the part of the quest where you actually do the fishing contest. Using my pass, I can go into the fishing contest area, I can add a garlic to the pipe, but the issue is I can't actually fish at this bait spot because I need the giant worms from McGrubber's Woods. So as you can see right there, the chunk next to this that is blacked out, that is McGrubber's Woods, where I get the worms from. Once I get the worms, and once I get that chunk, I can fully complete this quest, which actually leads to a really fun potential chunk roll next. This sequence of chunk rolls would be very unlikely, but so amazing for the account. So hear me out, I just want to talk about it because it's just really fun to imagine. If my next roll is the McGrubber's Woods, I then get the fishing contest complete. The fishing contest quest, when complete, unlocks the Dwarven Cave underneath White Wolf Mountain. That would allow me to go ahead and get to Tavali without unlocking Tavali Dungeon, because I'd only get the north part of Tavali connecting to that exit of the cave. That means I would not actually unlock Herblore if I was to roll the Druidic Circle, because I need the actual Tavali Dungeon to complete the quest for Herblore. Then say I just happen to roll north of the circle before rolling the Tavali Dungeon chunk, I could get the Rogue's outfit from Berthup in the Rogue's Den. That would give me 2 times pickpockets from Master Farmers, which would make the Herblore grind so amazing. It obviously also would unlock the Warriors Guild for me, and I'd have to go get some 99 capes and things, but they're combat capes. I'd get a Dragon Defender, I'd get all of these cool things, so it's super hype. Imagine if I was to do these 3 rolls without rolling the Tavali Dungeon first. That would give me such an advantage for Herblore. So here's to hoping I roll McGrubber's Woods as my next roll, because that is my #1 chunk that I want to roll now because of this. Just this in general would be so fun. Obviously, it's probably not going to happen, but I thought it'd be really fun to share with you guys. Speaking about chunk rolls, because we are ready to roll a new chunk and everything in our chunk is now complete, I'm going to be rolling a new chunk live on YouTube in 2 days' time, on the 4th of March. So if you wanted to come along, it'd be 1900 or 7 PM British Standard Time. I'll also be putting it as a scheduled stream on my channel, which I'll be doing for every single chunk roll, so you can go ahead and click the notify me button and it will tell you when I go live. And I'm very excited for the next chunk roll, as it could be a really fun one, or it could be the Wilderness Volcano, or Tavali Dungeon, or 99 Fishing. It can be a long one as well. While AFKing and editing this video together, I managed to get 88 fishing. I figured I'd AFK something useful while editing, just so that if I do roll the fishing guild as my next chunk and I need to get 99 fishing, well, there's an extra level towards it. Lovely. And that is it for today's video. I gained a ton of levels. We managed to get all of our chunk tasks done, and we're ready to roll a new chunk in the next episode. All of the end of video summary and stats and such and my time played is on screen right there for you guys to enjoy, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you so much to all of the channel members as well. As always, you guys help me do this full time, and you can join the channel memberships for as little as 99 pence. Huge thank you to Supercow, Dark World Order, Yellow Raven, Me Eat Books at the Godly tier, with a new edition of Truth Dragon also joining the Godly tier. Thank you so much. And everyone else you can see on the screen now as well at the supporter and the big supporter tiers. And until next time, see ya.